Hey folks, LA Little here with TA today, and I'm going to share 3 uranium stocks that you really should be in if you're not. These are my top picks. I think that anyone in that sector or wanting to get into that sector needs to look at all 3 of these names. But I'm going to start with the URNM here, which is the ETF for the sector. You can see a swing point high over here on the monthly. You're coming right back up into it. You basically have done a retest, regenerate inside this, and now it's trying to regenerate to the top side. So that tells you the momentum is heading back up, which is kind of your signal to be in this space if you're not. If you move over to weekly, you see the same sort of a thing. You've got this kind of a rolling back up here. That's all very good. And then over on the daily, you can see the breakout starting to occur. And so when you get to the lower time frames, you get your breakouts, and it's going to go for these targets up here, which are those highs. And so everything here is set up fairly well. You got a target at 60.96, which got hit today on the short term, and it's going to start setting up these intermediate terms. I like everything about this. There's nothing I dislike. So having that said, what are those 3 names? Well, the first one here is CCJ. Cameco is the top name in the sector just because of size. Any institution that wants to buy is going to come into this name. You can see this thing has been on a long trend, and now it's escalating to the top side. That escalation is probably going to continue. You do have volume at the highs here. That's the target. It's going to get up there and test it. We'll have to see what it does when it gets there. Here's that big spike up there. You can see the push back up. Even if it retraces here, it's going to be a nice little buy in this area. So I like Cameco in general, mainly because of size, but also because of the charts. Now, the next name is mid-tier, NXE, NexGen. So the next one here is NexGen. It's at all-time highs. You can see it on the monthly here has broken out. Here it is on the weekly breakout, and there's your daily breakout. Nothing wrong with this. Got all these confirms. This one's going to continue to work higher. Sure, you're going to get pullbacks here and there, but in general, this one's working higher. And then to round it out, let's go with something a little more dangerous. UUUU, right? Energy Fuels. This thing had made it up to a high of around 27, and pretty serious pullback all the way back to 12. So cut it in more than half, down to 60% or so. But now it's got that rounding move again. Here it goes, starting to round back up, and you can see it when it happens. It starts breaking out on the daily. So here's your breakouts, all these swing point highs. You may get a retrace into here. That's the buy if you get it, if you're not already in it, or the add if you are. If you look at it on the MTTFs, you've got a sideways here that's changing today. You're going to be bullish all across the frame. They are a smaller producer, but a solid name, rare earth component as well. I think this is a name you really need to think about. And if you think about them, they have volume at the highs. When you leave volume up at the highs, you're usually going to go back up there and test it. And I suspect that's what's going to happen here. So that's the 3 names that I like in the space. Maybe you should take a look at them as well. If you like what I'm doing here, give me a like. Leave some comments. What are the names that you think are better? And what are you looking at elsewhere? Nuclear? Maybe I'll hit that topic next if folks want to see it. All right? Have a great one. See you next time.